What's up, guys? Check this out. Watch the airtime on this. Oh, man. That is cool. That is cool. All right, today's game, as you can see, we got the loot chute blocked. Today's 5,000 for every minute played and a 10,000 initial buy-in. There are 7 multipliers in here. We can win throughout the playing field, these gold chips. All right, guys, so we got 15 minutes to win as much cash, these poker chips, the gold, as much as possible. We're going to push that forward. At that point, at the 15-minute mark, we will go ahead and remove the blockade here. It's a 10,000 bundle of cash blockading and 2 just singular $100 bills. Stuff can still go underneath them, so we want to win as much as possible. Again, especially with every minute costing 5,000. So every minute's costing us money. There's the first 5,000 on top of the 10,000 buy-in. So we're up to 15,000 so far. All right, if you look on the left-hand side of the pusher, you see that we got a big log jam of coins. No worries, we do get to stop the clock to fix any jams in the coin pusher. That's not our fault. It shouldn't cost us $5,000 to fix the jam because the coin pusher can't handle. And by the way, guys, you guys rock for watching my video, by the way. Thank you so much. For my subscribers, thank you for all your support. Those of you new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I post videos every Sunday. 2-minute mark, there's another 5,000. Ouch. Better get used to it. It's going to take me a while, especially with that blockade, to get all this stuff in, guys. But again, with the multipliers, those gold coins, one is already on the left shelf. I missed that from earlier. That went off on the shelf immediately. So we're down to 6 available that we can get. I see one on the right we can get. I assume one is in the tower and throughout the other playing field, but we'll try and get as many as we can. We still got 6 we can get, guys. So that'll multiply all the gold, all the cash, all the poker chips that we win. There's another gold coin. That's another multiplier right there. Snuck up on us. There's a 3-minute mark as well. So we're up to 15,000 plus a 10,000 buy-in. So that's a total of 25K so far. The multipliers will definitely help in the long run. We'll need all we can get, guys. There's about 70,000 total we can win in this thing. That's including that 10,000 bundle of cash, which is almost impossible to knock in. 2 points of contact will not count as a win for the bundle of cash today, which makes it almost impossible to do. But we'll do our best to win as much as possible. When that 15-minute mark does happen, those will go back on the pusher, and we'll basically have to start from scratch, push it all the way from the back to the front. All right, there's a 4-minute mark. We're up to 20,000 plus the 10,000 buy-in. We're making progress, though. If you look at the back shelf, almost everything's off the pusher now. Just gotta get that last bundle on the left-hand side. We've had some poker chips come in. You can see the loot chute on the left top corner. You can see what we won so far. It's a little dark, but I apologize about that. You can get a general idea of what we won, especially with that blockade. There's the 5-minute mark, up to 25,000 plus the 10,000 buy-in, so 35,000 total. The gold chip, the multiplier, is moving up nicely on the right-hand side. All right, we got that last bundle off the shelf that's completely cleared off. Progress, guys, nice. All right, there's the 6-minute mark. We're at 30,000 plus the 10,000 for 4,000, 40,000 total. I wish it was 4,000. Oh, dream a little dream. All right, so to let you guys know, I forgot to mention this in the beginning of the video. We do have a bucket full of ammo, so we are good to go on that. So that's why you don't see me cleaning out the loot chute. I just want to keep it from getting jammed up and keeping stuff from falling down. I think we'll have enough to last throughout the playtime. It's mainly just a race against the clock more than anything. I don't have to worry about ammo. I'm gonna be honest here, I really thought these towers would knock in at least the single hundreds in the blockade by now. So this is more of a challenge than I thought it was. I totally underestimated this. I really did, guys. So really hope this pans out. Stuff is going underneath, like I said earlier. We do have a couple hundred chips. Let's see how this works out. Fingers and the toes are crossed, guys. Either way, that tower is coming down like you saw in the beginning. We'll show you some more of that hang time. There goes the tower. Oh yeah. Watch the air time again, guys. Look at this thing jump. Like the Michael Jordan of coin towers. Oh yeah, that was awesome. I could watch that all day long. Ooh, we started making an opening on the right-hand side. The gold bar is just sitting right there, and that 5,000 mega bundle of cash broke apart. That's excellent. Because it wouldn't really fit, so that works out beautifully. That was perfect. All right, and speaking of that, we're at the $40,000 buy-in mark for time-wise. But things are looking good. Things are looking up now, guys. All right, so we do have a couple $100 bills, which is a good problem on the pusher again. So I'll focus on pushing those forward. This should be the last time I have to worry about anything on the shelf. Anything else that falls, pretty much stay in the playing field or go on the sides. Heaven forbid, hopefully that doesn't happen. Again, I want to win as much as possible. Get as many multipliers as possible. Ooh, there's a gold bar and some poker chips. That was nice. Speaking of gold chips, multipliers, look on the pusher on the right-hand side. There's one. That must have been on top of the tower. I didn't notice that till right now. Let's get that son of a gun. Come to Daddy. Daddy likes. So the good thing is, despite the blockade, obviously you can see we're getting a lot of action still. We're still getting a lot of stuff in, guys, so that's excellent. All right, we're at the 50,000 mark, plus the 10,000 buy-in. We are doing great. I've only seen the 3 multipliers so far. We have a total of 7 in here. So be on the lookout for those. Obviously, the blockade kind of obscures our view a little bit. So that and all of the cash. Look at the playing field. This is covered in cash. So that'll be the side quest on today's game. Can you spot the gold tokens? The multipliers. It's like, where's Waldo? One last $100 bill on the pusher. Now we got that cleared out again. All right, we're at the 55,000 mark as far as time limit. All this cash. Still loads of poker chips. Loads of hundreds in that tower sitting there as well. There goes the last 100 on the pusher. That right-hand tower just spun around, did a little dancey dance. Oh, there it goes. Got a bundle of cash on the right-hand side, kind of trapped in by that 100 bill in the blockade. So if it's still sitting there by the time that we hit the 15-minute mark, that'll be considered a win. It'll just fall in when I got to move it. All right, we're at the 60,000 mark time-wise as well. Me and these Plinko boards, man, we have a love-hate relationship, I tell you. It's bad for clogging up the coins. Look at that right-hand corner. It just happens all the time. I really have to take it really slow. And that goes against the way I like to play, and it doesn't do good pushes. You're just doing a couple coins at a time. You really got to rapid fire. You get good pushes on these. I've thought about removing the pegs. Thought about keeping them. Oh, we're at the 65,000 mark now as far as the time limit. I don't know. I kind of like having them, and I don't like having them, obviously. Yeah, I'll play around with it at some point. See if I can make it a little bit looser. They don't jam as much. Try and experiment with it. And it's not just this machine either, when further talking about the Plinko boards, guys. I've seen it on The Price is Right. Joshua Barley can attest to that for sure. Oh, we're at the 70,000 mark now, guys. Yeah, The Price is Right machine, it'll clog up, do the same stuff that you're seeing right here as me go through. There was a big drop. All right. Still didn't open up that left side. Being stubborn. That's all right. We're almost at the 15-minute mark anyways, guys. All right, there's the 15-minute reset. As you can see, we moved the cash out of the loot chute all the way on the back shelf, as we discussed before. You got to push it all the way forward. That opens everything up, so that's good. Again, I want to make sure I get all of the multiplier chips $1,000 bundles ready to fall in on the left-hand side as well. Get as much of this cash. There's cash inside the rest of that tower too. Let's get all that. Win as much as possible, many multipliers as possible. Maybe even that 10,000 cash. It'll be a long shot, but we'll give it a shot. We'll do everything we can to get it, guys, within reason. There it is. Oh, everything fell at once. That was nice. Slow motion it. Oh, man. There was all kinds of hundreds in that. That was awesome. Look in the middle, buried underneath the coins, there's a gold, a 1 ounce gold bar right there. We want that. We're still looking for any of the multipliers. Make sure we get them all 6 of them that we can. Obviously the ones up on the shelf, we can't get that one. There goes the gold bar. Yeah. All right, so we're just gonna try and clear out these hundreds, push everything forward, make sure that there's nothing underneath it. And again, all these hundreds, anything left in the playfield will be multiplied depending on how many of those gold tokens we get. So I wanna make sure we get every single one of them I can. And in the meantime, we'll get as much cash as we can as well. So we're racking up that bill as each minute passes. So I got to figure out a good time. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Know when to run. And yes, I'll keep my day job. I know the singing sucks. Oh, man. Sorry you had to hear that. Speaking of that, we're up to 90,000 for the bind, plus that 10,000 initial, so it's 100,000 total. It's expensive, but at some point I'll have to make that judgment call. Do I still go for that 10,000 stack? Oh, there. Speaking of that, it's off the back shelf. That's good. But if it takes too long, let's take a look here. We're at the 18-minute mark approximately. It's going to take a while to push that in. If it's too long, we're just going to have to say, we're going to have to go without it, basically. But I want to make sure that nothing's underneath the cash. Very, very important. Oops, I'm catching myself getting caught up trying to get this 10,000 stack off, guys. Gotta know when to fold them, like I said earlier, not taking my own advice. Yeah, I'll give it another minute or two, see how she looks. Getting in by then, we're just gonna wrap up. Yeah, but we're gonna keep on racking up this bill. So what would you guys do in this situation? Let me know in the comments below. Would you have kept going? What mark would you have stopped? Again, I also wanted to make sure I had nothing underneath the cash. Still kind of covered a little bit, so that's why I kept on going too. So keep that in mind. Obviously, we'll know in hindsight what we actually won and when we won it. Alright, we hit the 110,000 mark. I think that's it. Shouldn't take too long to get that in, even if it goes in. So we'll wrap it up. So how much did we win? I guess we'll find out now. The main question is how many multipliers did we get? That's the make it or break it. So we got 5 multipliers. We pulled it off, guys. 5 out of 7. We'll take it.